Well, good Monday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder Beardsconsin UMP Modified Series, round 1 of 8. This series is on a bi-weekly schedule. These guys will be competing every other Monday night. And on the off Mondays, you will see the Beardsconsin Pavement Late Model Series. Limited amount of drivers in night number 1, and sometimes this happens for some of these leagues. We're not sure why. Guys forget the memo. Guys ignore the memo. I don't know what they're doing. I can't say. But a small field, these guys are going to run it off. Next in the show, we'll get all of our commercials and everything in when we do our warm-up stuff. Hello, Bill, and hello, Jay. These guys go around for qualifying, get some laps in here. Going to see who picks up the win in round number 1. 8 races. These drivers, if they're going to compete for the overall championship, which all 3 series will combine for the overall champions, each series will have their own title, but an overall champ will be a combination of the 3. Oh, sorry. Was looking at a car heading down the track. It didn't look familiar, but now it does. That's Travis Johnson. Back with us. But they will combine. The drivers must run 7 of the 8 races in the UMP, 7 of the 8 races in the late models, and 14 of the 16 races for the big block. So big block show will be after this one, about 9:30 Eastern. Comes Anthony Marano into the server a little bit late, but he is in. Right now, Travis Johnson. Travis Johnson won 2 seasons ago in the big blocks with the Dirt Slingers on Monday Night Thunder. Took a season off and has now returned. He is quickest at 19.19. He gets bested immediately by the driver of the 21, Garrett Boyd. Almost everybody is out. Jarrett Tannehill is in here as well tonight. Used to seeing Tannehill on Sunday nights, but he has made the conversion over to Monday nights, and Tannehill 4th quick at 19.24. Dylan DeWert headed out there in that 20 car, and a defending champ just making his way into the server. DeWert 6th quick, about a quarter second off of the pace. Watch him as lesson. We're going to see if Anthony Marano heads out on the track for qualifying. A very short qualifying window for these guys. In fact, so short that I'm not sure that second lap even counted for him. So, qualifying coming to an end. All 8 drivers will be in the heat. However they finish here, that's how they're going to start in tonight's main. And they're going to line up like this. Jarrett Tannehill will have the pole in the 81 car. 11.25 of Travis Johnson is outside. Your second row inside. Adam Vinny in the 11. And your quick qualifier for the evening, Garrett Boyd in the 21. Reed Rundle will start the 43 car. Row 3 to the inside. He'll have Dylan DeWert in the 20 on his outside. In your back row, 73 of Larry Moody and your defending series champion. In that 32 machine, that is Anthony Marano. Just waiting on Mr. DeWert to get himself set up and get out here. Quick show for round number 1.
Those of you that aren't in Discord, Roger's going to be in the booth tonight.
Yeah, we don't need to hear all that. We went over all that beforehand. Oh, Adam Vinny down here in this 11 car. I want to show off a couple of these cars because new paint always makes the drivers feel a lot better. And Adam Vinny just ran an old generic machine. But the dirt version of the Lumber Dude limousine looks pretty sharp tonight. And his counterpart over here in that Lumber Dude jackwagon dirt version, the 43 of Reed Rundle, he has new paint as well, and he'll try to showcase that a little bit for us. Quick announcement. Again, I'm going to try, but I do not think I'll be back in time for next week's show, and I know it's the season opener for the pavement series, but I have a funeral out of state to attend to, and it can't be avoided. I didn't set up the parameters for that, so. All right, we're going to get ready to go green. It'll be Tannehill and Johnson off the front row. Eight quick laps. Hope everybody can hear me okay. Let me know if you're anywhere other than a YouTube. I see the YouTube guys, Twitch, Trovo, and Facebook, all live right now. All right, pace truck's getting out of the way. We're going to go green. And the green flag way up on the straightaway, getting these guys kind of a late start. Through 1 and 2. Past the Hall of Fame and the Clausen Tower, into 3 and 4 for the first time. Still looks like pace laps, but they're at full speed. Travis Johnson surges ahead out of turn number 4, and he is going to grab the lead for now. Tannehill and Vinny were going at it. It's side by side behind that. Dylan DeWert, Reed Larundel bidding for top 5 finishes. A little contact between the 11 and the 81. Slows down Adam Vinny just a touch. Now Dylan DeWert working up to the high side. Anthony Morano trying to carve his way through traffic. Started 8th up to the 7th spot now. Working on 6. You can see that cluster of cars. That is 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. All in that wad right there. Second place. Jared Tannehill has moved about 2 car lengths out in front. That time Reed Rundle up in the fluff. He's going to give the spot back to Vinny, at least temporarily. Here comes Morano. Morano up to 6th. Moody is back to 7th, and Boyd has fallen all the way back to the 8th spot. Travis Johnson picking up where he left off 2 seasons ago and running away and trying to hide with this thing. The race is behind him. It's DeWert now alongside Tannehill for 2nd. Coming around, it'll be 3 to go this time. They're 2 wide, 2 deep behind, and Rundle clears. Vinny, and here comes Morano. Contact between Morano and Vinny. Neither driver spinning it out. They're both able to keep it straight, but Anthony Morano is going back to the back to start over again. 1.15 seconds the gap from 1st to 2nd, and then it is just a single file train behind that right now. Reed Rundle in the 4th spot. Adam Vinny 5th. Then Moody, Morano, Boyd, Travis Johnson. White flag in the air, and he has not gained a foot on that battle behind. He is still 1.15 to 1.18 seconds out in front. Travis Johnson gonna win the opening heat race of the season. Tannehill 2nd to Wirt, Rundle, Vinny, Moody, Boyd, and Morano in that order. These guys are going to take some time, and they are going to work the track down a little bit. And while they do, we need to show you this. All right, back to it. I want to go over something really quick while we still got about a minute. I said that these 3 series were combined, and that is because Camus Racing has offered up a wheel and pedal set for the Camus Racing Wheelman Championship. That is a combination of the 3 series points put together. You got to run 7 of the UMPs, 7 of the pavement races, and 14 of the big blocks to be eligible for it. Whoever has the most points at the end of the season is going to get a nice direct drive wheel bundle, wheel and pedals with the mounting bracket from Camus Racing. Their simulators are pretty cool. Haven't had the chance to get into one personally, but I've seen it all online. Looks pretty neat. And their wheels look pretty good for direct drive. So we're happy to partner with them and give them some pub. We have some codes that we'll be posting over on. If you want one, reach out to us and we'll get you a personal discount code from Camus, and we'll try to post some public ones out as soon as we can. Well, John did not make show number 1. For whatever reason, he could not get his application or his invite accepted, and he didn't make it in here. So, unfortunately, he will have to make show number 2 here in a little bit, Randy. Hopefully, you can still watch. But it is time for our feature this evening, and we're going to line them up like this. A defending series champion, DSRL big block champion, Travis Johnson will start on the pole, and he'll have Jarrett Tannehill on his outside. Your second row will be Dylan DeWert inside, Reed Rundle on the outside, then Adam Vinny and Larry Moody in row number 3. And your final row will be your quick qualifier for the evening, or right next to your current defending series champion, Anthony Morano. And he did not have a fantastic heat race, missed his qualifying, and he's going to start in the back, but they've got 40 laps to get it sorted out. Just waiting for him to roll off. And feature number 1 of the season. Drivers will start scoring points tonight, right here, right now. Actually, they've already scored some points, because qualifying nets you points for the top 2. Your heat race nets you points for your finishing positions. And now your feature is where you get your big points. So we'll pace them around a couple of times. We'll get them set. We'll get them ready to go. Everybody's kind of checking things out. We gave them their entire warm-up session to try to widen this track out, and it looks like they've done a really good job. Should be kind of racy. We should see some passing here. They're both in here, buddy, and I think they're both going to be in the big block show here in about in just about an hour when the big blocks kick off. So. All right, the lights went off on the pace truck. He's going to get out of the way down here in turn number 4. They had a hard time keeping up with Johnson in the heat race. We'll see what they can do with him starting on the pole here. 2 weeks when we come back, hopefully we can double the field size. But feature number 1, the Dirt Slingers. Monday Night Thunder Beardsconsin UMP Modified Series underway. Travis Johnson wasted 0 time trying to get away from these guys. He wants them to battle it out back here. We'll drop back. We'll take a look. Reed Rundle got a little wide. I think he caught a little piece of fence. He and DeWert may have had contact in the turn. DeWert has contact with Tannehill right there. Just a little contact. Neither driver seems to be affected by it. Here comes Adam Vinny up to the 4th spot. He's got company on the inside. That's Larry Moody in the 73. Morano around the top side. Passes Boyd and Rundle, and I'm not sure. Rundle may be bent already. He may have problems with that car because he went to the back quick, and that is not his style. That he's going to try to go save some tires. As tacky as this track looks, saving tires may not be the perfect way to do it, but Hey, guys got to do what a guy's got to do. Johnson, Tannehill, DeWert, and Vinny all within a second of one another. And then they're 2 wide behind that, 5th and 6th. Here comes Morano. Starting 8th, give him 40 laps. He's liable to get up here and challenge for He's going to find that when he gets close to the front, both Tannehill and Johnson are pretty stiff competition up there. Dylan DeWert, no slouch. Adam Vinny's getting so much better in the dirt. They are staying in contact with one another. We can get a far enough back shot here. You can just about see this whole field. Right there in one corner. Good, tight, clean racing. 6 laps. 5 laps in the book. 35 to go. Little action at the back. We've seen a little passing early. I think there's some guys kind of biding their time. Morano's made some passes to come a little bit closer to the front. Top 5 single file. Other throw. Contact between Morano, Vinny, Moody. Spins it out. We'll see if he can get it going. These guys still trying to work it out. Now they're going to stack them up 3 wide. Coming out of 4. Vinny's way up high. Rundle was in the middle. Morano's on the bottom. I thought we were going to have contact between Vinny and Rundle. They are still 3 wide down the backstretch. 1 full lap, 3 wide at Knoxville. In the modifieds, no crashes. Now he's starting to sort it out. They've let Boyd join in the fun, but the top 3 now have gotten away. And here comes DeWert on Tannehill. That's a pass for 2nd, and Dylan DeWert now has the leader inside top 3 with a good breakaway. Vinny, Rundle, Morano, Boyd. Moody needs a caution if he's going to catch back up. He is just now at the start-finish line. Travis Johnson's in turn 3. Looks like the 3 wide battle has been settled. Adam Vinny into that 4th spot. Trying to reel the leaders in. Morano right through the middle, following in the tire tracks of the 43. Garrett Boyd. Across the top. Right up to that cushion. A group of 3, a group of 4. Here comes a battle for the lead. DeWert went low. Johnson stayed on the outside. He's going to use the momentum to keep it going. Creeping in on 25 laps to go. Morano to the bottom again. Johnson gets the car set, straight line exit. Not as big a run this time. DeWert stays within a car and a half. Tannehill just trying to figure out where the opening's going to be. This time both cars up high. Tannehill goes low. Adam Vinny, Reed Rundle 4, 5. Morano is 6, and he's right there. Boyd in 7th. Moody a good ways back, but closing the gap. No longer a half track. He has closed it up to Boyd. Here comes a battle for the lead. DeWert this time trying to slide across the nose. Left the top open, but he's going to be alongside getting into 3 and 4. Now the slider may come, and he may try to close that door, the exit of 4. Didn't clear him. Johnson still out front. Morano up the hill. Now Johnson's going to have to use the crossover. Does he have the drive to get alongside? And will he throw the slider in 3 and 4? Into the bottom, short slider that time. Keeps the door halfway closed, but DeWert squeezes to the inside. Now DeWert clears in 1 and 2. New leader at the line that time, 20 car Dylan DeWert. First 15 went to Johnson. The next 2 so far to DeWert, and he is starting to stretch away. Jared Tannehill now going to fall into the clutches of Adam Vinny here in just a couple of laps. If Vinny stays out of the fluff, But Anthony Morano working the high side gets around Reed Rundle. Garrett Boyd still in tow. Moody losing a little time. The car might be hurt, so he may be falling back because his times are off of these guys just a tiny bit. DeWert now 0.6 of a second out in front. Johnson not done yet. We haven't reached halfway. Tannehill still third. Vinny and Morano now going at it for fourth. Morano slider. Takes it to halfway. He's going to clear. I don't think he's going to shut the door, and he's going to give Vinny enough room to stick his nose right alongside that right rear tire. They're reeling in Tannehill even though they're racing one another. Now, Morano already trying to set up the pass for third place on Tannehill. Half a second and holding at the front. DeWert Johnson. This is the battle for third. Morano, slider into the corner. Going to shut the door on the exit. Textbook. How to take a spot and not leave the bottom open for the exit on the crossover. So Morano 8-3 right now. Tannehill to fourth. Vinny is now trying to reel him in. He got the car a little out of shape. He may lose a spot to Reed Rundle. And he gets it back on the exit of two. Garrett Boyd watching this all in front of him. Larry Moody has taken the 73 car into the pit area. Travis Johnson trying to reel him in. He cut it down a couple of tenths, and now it opens up on the exit of two, and he picks up 1.5 tenths, does Dylan DeWert. 16 laps remaining. DeWert and Johnson 1-2. Morano now has cleared Tannehill completely, and he is trying to reel that front two in. No cautions. A little bit of contact here and there, but nobody under the yellow flag. Tannehill hanging on to fourth, both Vinny and Rundle right there behind. That time Vinny, I thought he was going to pull alongside. He had to check the car down real hard because he almost got in the left door of the 81. That cost him a spot as Rundle gets by. And now Reed Rundle is going to go catfishing around the bottom. Morano has not gotten too far away from these guys. It's clear that he has not reeled in those front two 1 inch. DeWert opening the gap. It's 0.8 of a second at the line that time. The first 15 went to Johnson. It has been all 20 machines since. Dylan DeWert running away, trying to hide, trying not to give Johnson any hope. Morano can't shake Tannehill. Tannehill biked the car up in 1 and 2. He got so far up that he biked it up on 2 wheels. He is driving that thing in so deep. Now with a run, trying to pull alongside, take third back. Gap at the front remains the same, 0.8 of a second. Oop, Tannehill up across the fluff into the fence. Dylan DeWert now stretched it out to over a second. We cross inside 10 laps to go. Travis Johnson still second. 25 car looks to be going away a little bit. Maybe burning up that right rear just a touch. Morano still holding pretty steady, about 2.6 seconds, but the battle is behind that. Tannehill trying to hold off Rundle. Rundle with the slider up the hill. Couldn't go all the way up to shut the door because he pulled alongside Morano. So he's got to leave a little space there. Now slides it in. He's going to go up the hill with the right rear, but he leaves space. And I think Tannehill is going to come right back at him. Slider line for Rundle. Not going to get it done. Tannehill's got to run. He'll clear him by a car. 6 to go this time. DeWirt with a problem. He made a mistake and gave up 0.6 of a second. Now he's going to have to settle and focus. Try to open it back up because it's 0.4 of a second. Johnson reeled him back in. They've opened up about 2 more tenths on Anthony Morano in third, and Morano's getting caught by Tannehill and Rundle, and they're racing one another. Garrett Boyd's taking the 21 car off the track. 7th place finish for the driver of the 21 tonight. Tannehill and Rundle with a little contact on the front stretch. Tannehill kept it up in the marbles, lost a little traction. Now the door gets shut. Reed Rundle up to the 4th spot. Gap opening back at the front. 4 to go. DeWirt, Johnson. It's back to 0.8 of a second. Morano's got company. I don't think he's close enough. I think he's going to run out of laps. Rundle was trying to make a run to get on the podium. Tannehill may not be done. He may try to come back here. He is going right out there. Let's drone cam him. All the way up in the fluff. Into 1 and 2. Didn't get across it this time. Coming around out of turn 4. It's a half second now and 1 lap to go. White flag in the air for Dylan DeWirt. Johnson trying to go for the low line slider right there. I think that seals his fate. Dylan DeWirt looks like he will win the season opener for season 23. Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder Beardsconsin UMP Modified Series. Johnson was second. Morano in third. Rundle fourth. Tannehill, Vinnie Boyd, and Moody. Well, we got to get that fixed. So we're going to get down here. We're going to try to talk to our top 3. We just don't have a good camera for this. It's unfortunate. So, Morano is there. DeWirt is there. And Travis Johnson is also there. So let's start with our 3rd place driver. He comes in as a defending champ. Misses his qualifying effort, has to start at the back of the heat race, does not have a good heat race, starts at the back of the feature, drives his way to 3rd. Anthony Morano, eventful start to the season.
Yeah, iRacing was screwing up and I couldn't log into the session in time, so I kind of missed practice and missed qualifying, so I was kind of put myself behind the 8 ball to start the night off, but yeah, it worked out. I mean, same setup I ran last year here. Just I had a hell of a race there with Reed. That was a blast, though. But yeah, worked my way up, got in top 3, and we'll take it and move on to the following race.
So I got to ask, because I'm going to ask everybody as we kind of get through this here, but little change into the format this season, and every other week for all the dirt stuff. Are we going to get to see you at the early show on Mondays for the pavement, guys?
Nah, I won't be there for that. I don't really have much for as far as pavement stuff to race with here. So, yeah, I'll be passing out on that and just try to run every other week in the UMPs and race the modifieds as much as I can and see what we can do when points comes out to fall.
All right, man. Well, we know you had the hardware. You're trying to defend that. So hopefully we'll get to see you be a 2-time champion at the end of the season. But give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you head out of here tonight.
I got to thank my wife, Sherry, teammates at FTM. Congratulations to DJ on picking up the win. Same Honda setups. Dean at Super Car, Logan at High Mom Lens, DJ over at DJ Sim Shop for the wraps. MDI TV, everybody that helps us out over at FTM, and you for doing a broadcast, and everyone here at Dirt Slingers.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. We'll see you in the second show.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot.
That's Anthony Morano. Finished third tonight. Now he comes back from the grave. Resurrection. Wins the heat. Comes out. Leads the first 15 laps. And then, man, it was chase mode after that, Mr. Johnson. Tell us a little bit about your evening.
Yeah, I started off strong, but then out of nowhere, Dylan just got by me, and I had nothing for him. I couldn't match his times. I was trying every line, and I just got flat out ran.
Well, sometimes you'll get that in big-time sim racing, but we know you're a defending series champion, and a second-place finish to start the season, not too bad. That means you're right there. Just got to pick up a couple of wins and move past this guy.
Yeah, starting off the season strong, so hopefully continue on the podium and see what unfolds for the season.
All right, so we got to ask you. We're going to ask everybody. Are you going to compete in all three series and go for the Wheelman Championship?
I don't know. We'll see how the big blocks go after this, and who knows? I may throw my hat in the ring and see what happens.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get ready for session number 2.
I just want to thank all the sponsors and admins that put this on. It's a great series. Kind of missed it. Glad to be back in it and appreciate all they do, and Modfather Designs for the wraps on my cars.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run in show number 1. We're looking forward to seeing you in the big blocks in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
Travis Johnson finishing in second, and now he comes in, and he has run second so many times in the past. But he comes in tonight, opens up the season with a win. Dylan DeWert, nice race tonight.
Hey, thanks, man.
Well, you didn't start right on the pole there, but you ran him down in about 15 laps. Where were you working so good and able to hold off a defending series champion here so easily?
I don't know if it was necessarily easy. I mean, I knew he got close a couple times, but I was really kind of just searching for the line because the car felt good kind of wherever I wanted to put it. It was just where I was really kind of, actually having the speed and keeping the momentum up. So I was kind of searching a lot. I kept changing my lines just to kind of see what would be better, and finally kind of got into a little bit of a rhythm. Then I noticed he started catching me again. I was like, well, it's probably fading on me. So I started moving around a little bit more, and then I kind of found something that I looked like I pulled back in front of him about the same as I was. So I was like, I guess we'll try this for a little while, and she hung on, and here I am.
All right, so I'm going to ask you the same thing I've asked everybody else. The Wheelman Championship, having to compete in all three series, is that in the wheelhouse for Mr. DeWert?
I don't know. What is it? The other one is asphalt or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're going to do the new street stock on the asphalt.
I might do that. I don't know. I'm definitely going to do the big blocks. I got to buy the street stocks first.
Yeah, me too, and I'm supposed to broadcast it, so we'll just have to see. Yeah, content, right?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the win. Give me some shout-outs before I let you start getting ready for the big block show here in just about 45 minutes, I think. Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Yep. Thanks to everybody at FTM, Dean with Super Dirt Car, Gunner and Swan Speed Shop, Skylar Bombs Tech Services, and you guys for putting us on and making us look good. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the big blocks in just a little while.
And 4.
That is Dylan DeWert. DeWert, Johnson, and Morano. 1, 2, 3. Rundle. Hard fought fourth place between he, Morano, and Tannehill. They put on one heck of a show. Adam Vinny was part of that party for a long time. He finishes in 6th. Garrett Boyd in 7th, and Larry Moody, early exit for him. I think he got damaged when everybody kind of spun out. No caution for it, but it all happened at the back, and I think his car got damaged. He had to fight a little bit. So a smaller field than everybody wanted for the season opener, but we'll take it. It was great racing. We went 40 laps, flag to flag. The early show next week's going to be the pavement show. Unfortunately, I will not be able to be here to be covered. If I can find somebody that will, you guys will still get a show. I'm going to do some calling around and see if I can work that out as I have to leave town for a funeral. But in about 30 minutes, we're going to be back. Big Block Modifieds, the Camus Racing Simulators Big Block Modifieds. They'll do 40 laps. They are at Charlotte, I believe. I don't even know. It's my schedule. I don't even know where they go. But they will always be the second show every single Monday night. So we've got 16 weeks, 32 races, 8 UMP Dirt, 8 Pavement Street Stocks, and 16 Big Block Modified shows. Guys, I'm going to shut this down for a minute. I need to make some adjustments to a couple things that I have seen here just recently. So we will start a new show in about 30 minutes. Please come back for that. Until then, we appreciate you being here. Without all the great leagues giving us great racing, there's nothing for you to see. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this. So thank you to everybody. Until we see you the next time. If it's not at the second show, keep it